What kind of elevation is this airfield? Does anybody know? CYRV. Because it feels like we're climbing a lot. $14.50. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, wow. Mrs. Squirrel has made like some kind of warm ginger cake thing. I reckon that might be banana. Wow. It's still warm. Completely fresh. Oh my god, look at that. Like, I thought this was big. Look at that. That is massive. And there's a road or something zigzagging its way up. Look. That looks taller than 8,000. Right, there's the water. So we're ducking right through that valley, I think. Good evening, Flybed. Plans to do a VFR on VATSIM. Some tutorials on VFR flying with ATC would be awesome, really beneficial to the community. I actually plan on doing VFR IRL flying rather than VATSIM. But I will do VATSIM at some point, but I was going to do IRL videos first. Which will have ATC. Well, look at this. I might have to hand fly it through here. If I'm doing an IFR VFR tutorial. Well, I did a couple of ILS ones. I'm going to do some RNAV ones. Depends what you're thinking. Chris, your biological needs do not concern the stream. Just, you know, just go and do your thing, right? Yeah, it's just information nobody needs. Yeah, enjoy buy a break. A simple BRB will do. Oh man, look at this valley. This is awesome. You love when the sim crashes right before landing. What, you mean like what just happened to me? Right, so follow this valley through, and when it comes out there should be a right turn into the airfield. Last piece of cake. Seeing some proper mountains in the distance. There's quite a few on the apron. $5,000-foot runway. 1, 2. Hey, that was a good guess. Displaced threshold 653 feet, but that's on 30. 1,500 feet. MSL. That'll do. I think I'm just going to cancel the autopilot. I'm sick of this thing flapping around. Wow, looks like there's like a massive town here. Look at that. Opposite. Can you see that road? Imagine driving up there. Holy smoke, that would be cool. What about that? Logging roads. Spin tires territory, eh? Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Oh, was that it there? Blimey. Holy smoke. I thought I had further to go.
Final runway 12.
What a lovely approach. The plane is getting chucked around. I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, look at that, like down the lake, mountain peak in the distance, like something out of Lord of the Rings. It's crazy nice. Man, this is a nice place. CYRV, Revelstoke, Canada. That's on the bucket list. OOD Slayer, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the Net House, sir. You'll be coming back here to take screenshots. It is gorgeous, man. And the runway is huge as well. Aye aye. Slew mode. Okay. So the next leg, bearing in mind we're lined up the wrong way now. we should really be facing the other way, but let's not worry about that. Take off, turn around, and then go all the way down the water and just keep going all the way down the water until you see an airfield and then land on it. That's it. Simple as. Right, everyone ready? Let's go. A twin otter plane would be perfect. I want them to bring out the Cessna 172 with the floats on it. Or even the Caravan with the floats, that would be fun as well. Caravan is the plane you should be using for on air. Well, once I can afford to rent one, yeah. Oh my god, this terrain's amazing. It is gorgeous here. I mean, you could just come here and stay in a log cabin. I don't know. It'd just be brilliant. Go fishing. Like, if I knew how to fish, you could come here, catch some fish, and then just have to do the barbecue thing. It's stunning. I literally just changed that. Look at that. You'd rather eat bar. Well, you'd have to catch it first. The deal is, you can eat the bar if you can kill it with your bare hands. So if you can punch a bear to death, you can eat it. You've earned the right to eat it. That's the rule. You need to go get your bear melee on. Exactly, with your bare hands. Kill it with your bare hands. Man, it is so nice here. Any criticism regarding the honeycomb yoke? Not really. I mean, you can always want for more out of it, but for what it does for the money, it's pretty good. Good luck getting one, though. Caffeinated CM, thank you for subbing, welcome. This is a massive lake. It's just fab. I think this is like one of the nicest places I've been to, Microsoft Flight Sim. Although they need to, you know, fix the water elevation a little bit here. I'm pretty certain the water doesn't do that. It's British Columbia in Canada. Have you ever been in a real group flight? What does that mean? I don't know. Strong wind. The water's very elastic here. Look, it's even worse here. Look at this. Some crazy stuff going on here. Elevation points on that terrain should be like lower. Have you ever done an IRL group flight? No. No, I don't think so. Head to which airport? I don't know. CAQ5, I think it's called. I've seen quite a few things I need to sort out. They need to sort all of this water out down here. Some of the airports I was at today definitely need sorting out. This is tea. I wouldn't have coffee so late, 8 o'clock at night. If I have coffee, it's gonna the caffeine's gonna keep me awake for a bit. Yeah, the waterfalls, I've noticed that, Joe. The waterfalls are particularly bad. I think I went to, was it Africa? And looking at the waterfalls there, they were just non-existent to broken. I don't think they have, proper elevation data for water, because from a satellite point of view, the water, as it looks top down at water, it can't see a waterfall. You know, all it sees is water and then more water, but there's an elevation change. I think with this, in the case of this lake, I think what's happened here is the satellite imagery was taken with elevation points, probably when the lake wasn't as full as it is now. And then, you know what I mean? The elevation is saying that the land ends here, but the water, you can almost see where the water used to be ending. I think it's something like that going on. It's a mismatch between what the satellite image was, what it had, and what the terrain data is. snow, isn't it? What's the temperature here? 35 Celsius. There's no way you'd be seeing snow there. Assuming that's what it is. Livery changes in your aircraft viewable from other pilots' perspectives when online. I think if you have a livery, Microsoft Flight Sim seems to somehow communicate it to other people. And they see it. I don't know how that works, but it seems to. Yeah, 35 seems a little hot, doesn't it, for here, but who knows? We're supposed to be on live weather right now. Yeah, that's utter nonsense. No way is it 35 outside. Well, it's 36 in Phoenix. So, yeah. Oh my god, look at this swirling going on here. That's really weird. Why is it 15 Celsius in Alamosa? 15? And everywhere else is like 20? I think we go... Yeah, so we're about here. And that's where the water kind of splits off. I don't get where it's getting that temperature data from. That's complete nonsense. The weather in Kelowna is showing 28 Celsius on your weather app. Windy.com is not showing anything like that. This is so scenic. Did you all land at Madeira Airport? I can't remember if I landed in Madeira or not. Why? Yeah, gins, it really is. That terrain back there looks more like this, like a cow. That was black and white. That would be like a cow. Go, have a picture. Kenworth, thank you for 2 years. Happy anniversary, sir. If it wasn't for the elevation here, it'd be amazing down here. Just that water. It's a bit odd. I can't find it. There it is. So that's 15, 16, 17, about 17 nautical away. Runway 12. You have to upload bandwidth to increase your bitrate to 8K since you can do it as part of 6K is recommended. The runway at Madeira starts at the Atlantic Ocean. It's dangerous. I'm sure I've landed in Madeira. It's only recommended because affiliates can't get it. The thing is, I mean, I could stream in 8K, but I think it depends what you're doing. You know, if you're watching in 1920 1080, 6K is usually enough. Certainly for the kind of stuff I do. The only thing that used to kill the bitrate, like properly visibly kill the bitrate, was Farm Sim. Farm Sim, or to some extent Hunter, anything with loads of trees and foliage that's, you know, first person moving around, like that would trash the bitrate. I want to know what happens to this timer when it gets to 0. Oh god. Heyday. Autopilot. Rep. Was that the guy that went for a bathroom break and left it on autopilot? It's gonna be close. That's close. Holy smoke. It says alerts. Nothing there. I want to see if it pops up or makes a noise. Wait, what? It just carries... Oh, that's so useless. So you create a countdown timer, and it just gets to 0 and then starts counting up again, silently. I was thinking we could have an alert that, you know, give me a notification to sort of think about turning off the fuel transfer. But no. Where you're heading, it's 16 Celsius. Not in my sim, it's not. Discover Great Britain again in the new sim. I did think about it. But I don't know, I'm still pondering it. Discover China. See ya. Flown like a typical Ryanair captain. Passengers in the back. I would throw up, but I didn't have a coffee because they don't sell me coffee. It's alright, all the passengers in the back are stood up anyway, right? I believe we're about 9 or 10 nautical away. Do Ryanair pay the pilots less? I think so, and I think they don't treat them very well. That's what I heard. Completely unsubstantiated beyond that. Okay, my fuel's almost balanced itself out. Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving at CAQ5. For all passengers deboarding here, please remember to take your rubbish with you and enjoy your pleasant onward journey. Thank you. Like, seriously, dropping people off at this airfield, where did they go from here? Did they just have a kayak outside or something? Into a treehouse, and they're not elves. It should be about here somewhere. Gonna go up a little bit and see if we can see stuff. The fishing is great up here. But everything's great up here. Fishing, walking, motorcycling, driving, flying. A lot of things cool up here. Not so great on the sunbathing. Yeah, breathing. I bet the air is so fresh here. Bear combat, yeah. Hand-to-hand bear combat is the best. What resolution? 2560 by 1080. Another nice little approach. No, I'm not running at the max. A few people in those trees, I think. I think we need to turn around for this one, don't we? And go back to where we came from. Had to go to A&E with your partner's brother. Hope he's okay. Right, the next one's a little bit tricky. Hi, Jake. I've been doing a lot of YouTube and IRL flying, Jake, so yeah, catching up on stuff. Right then, so let's try and figure out. So the way I saw this one going was we fly runway head in and then turn slightly to the, what's that, about a 120 radial. So fly like that water, flow this valley here. So you hit the big lake. And then we need to look for this little estuary bit here. And I reckon we can go through here about, if you look at the elevation here, about 4,000 feet. Should be fairly safe. So if we climb to like 4,000 and then when you go through this valley, you should be able to fly all the way through it looking at this. Because the base of it's at about 3,000. And then basically follow, you should see a little bit of water and just follow it through and land. So we just need to find that. That's the tricky bit. Confident? Take off. Take off. Trim. Right, let's do it. Well, if you're not at 4,000 when you get to that little left turn, you could be in trouble. Angel Dina, thank you very much for 42 months. Right, so that's the valley we're going through. We're just going to keep climbing, I think. I mean, we're already at 2,000 feet, so we should be fine. We're on West Europe. So I've come up with a new plan for this transferring fuel thing. So you set the transfer off, you get the flashing warning advisory, and then just leave it flashing. And that way, you've always got something that reminds you. And then when you're ready, you cancel the advisory and turn it off again. That's my new way of handling that. But otherwise, if you cancel the advisory and then get distracted, you completely forget that you're transferring fuel. One of the in-flight snacks being served. You've had your nuts, mate. You've had the packet of nuts. You don't get any more. Jeez. Let's keep the climb going now. Alright, transfer off, alert off, perfect. Looking at the map, we're in between here, I think. So we're just passing that body of water, so we're getting up to that one. And then the river, and then the lake. And then not long after the lake, we have the left turn. Lambo Truck, thank you for subbing. Welcome. You want to buy this game and just walk around London? You're probably better off, Coaches, going on Google Maps and just walking, doing the street thing. It's going to be way more accurate. Next airfield is CBR2, if we make it. This guy. What do you reckon? I think he started climbing or something. There's still time, yeah. Oh no, he's turning. He's turning. How can you join? Best thing to do, spawn at CBR2. That looks like some logging there or something. Flying and texting. We Hutch. Squirrel, I've been missing from your streams, personal gaming, but glad to see you're still here. Please tell me you still have Doyle. We still have Doyle, and we also have another dog called Pippa. And she was born 31st of October last year. So she's almost a year old, which is shocking, because we got her in January. I can't believe she's nearly a year old. What the heck, man? Time flies. Yup. Especially when we all spent half the year locked in our house. That's what I said, Exterminator. It reminds me of the SR-22, the aspect ratio on the wing. It's crazy slim. So I think, is this the main lake? Yes, it is. Alright, so we're starting to look for that left turn now. Because we are here. And we're looking for that. There should be a river. We follow straight through and then turn around. It's going to be a fun landing, this one. Yep, Calgary, the same. It's that one there on the map, isn't it? Except what we don't do is we don't follow it round. We need to carry straight on at the edge of it and follow the valley. Vaccine's coming soon, you reckon? No, we're not locked down now. Well, we're heading back towards lockdown. As from tomorrow, it will be illegal in the UK in England, sorry. It'll be illegal for us to go meet more than 6 people at a time. They call it the rule of 6. You're from Buckinghamshire. Well, I'm from St Helens, Lancashire, but I live in Chelmsford, Essex. You can't meet more than 6 people, but you can go down to the pub or the restaurant where there will be more than 6 people. It's so cool. It makes so much sense. What if you found? No, it doesn't include your own household. It kind of means 6 people not inside your family, is what it means. Would you consider St Helens more Manchester or Liverpool? Well, neither really, because it used to be in Lancashire, right? And then they moved the border, and then it got captured into Merseyside. But it's definitely nearer to Merseyside then than it ever was to Cheshire. No, not Cheshire. What's Manchester and Greater Manchester? What's the county of Manchester? Is it Greater Manchester or... I can't remember. Manchestershire. You've had to go to 5,000 feet round this corner. Interesting. Okay. Let's climb to 5k then to be sure. See, according to this, you shouldn't have to. According to this, 5k line is way high. 3k is the bottom of the valley all the way through. Fair enough, we'll go 5k. Oh yeah, it's definitely narrow. Assuming you've gone down the right valley. Greater Manchester used to be Lancashire. Ah. Lancashire Cricket Club is still in Manchester. Makes sense. These guys down here, did they get the memo about 4,000, 5,000 feet? Just wondering. Lancashire Cricket Club is actually in Trafford Park, not Manchester. Wait, so what's Trafford Park in then? It's in Trafford Parkshire. Of course it is. Gamer King, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Testing has seen positive go up while deaths have gone down. I think they say that's because it's young people that are catching it, but they're not dying from it. So the cases have gone up, but the deaths haven't, because the old people are still staying at home going, nope, I'm not going out. Airport elevation's 2.5K. Okay. See, don't make the mistake of going right though. You gotta keep going. Gonna have to refuel at the next airfield. Well, I mean, it's kind of expected kamikaze, wasn't it? Yeah, don't go that way. Somebody went that way. Somebody definitely went that way. I just saw a flashing light over there then. See, according to this, the valley floor here on that turn should be... There's 4,000, so it should be about 3k. There's the contour line for 3k is all through here. So you should never need more than 4,000 feet. But I'm at 5,000, and this valley floor feels a bit low. Oh, sorry, a bit high here. .9 schools in Wales have had pupils test positive. Yeah, I think they're saying that kids really mostly don't have any bad symptoms. So they're not worried about the kids. But the kids, of course, go home and spread it. But hey ho. Right, there's the little blob of water. Sacalope, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. Can I stop promoting online software? You're breaking service. Sorry. Are you referring to on air now or something else? Yeah, we'd have got through there on 4K. I mean, 5's a bit more comfortable, but I think we'd have been fine. God. Avionics, man. Yeah, but the thing is, double negative, people kept saying, have you played on air? Have you played on air? Have you played on air? So I had to play it. Oh, man. Because it's so windy around here. And the avionics is so bad at wing leveling. Well, I think their servers would have died without me anyway. Because what happened, you know, as I'm sure you know, FS Economy closed applications, right? And that just played straight over to Honor's hands because they just went, yep, we'll take those registrations, thank you. But I think things will calm down in about a week's time because FS Economy will open registrations and then back on air, people will have expired their 7-day trial. And most of them won't pay. So I think after about a week, it'll calm down. You think you can give a proper judgment on air? Only when I've played it properly. I can't do that yet. I find it interesting the way that it measures your performance as a pilot, though. As in, you know, if you don't have your landing lights on at the right time, that kind of thing, it really picks you up on stuff. A comparison video of FSE versus Honor. I can't do that yet. I need to get a lot more hours in both of them. Maybe I could do one of those really cheesy thumbnails that you get on YouTube all the time. The thumbnails that I absolutely hate. You know, where you've got like FSE versus on air, question mark, and then a guy going, oh. Like, ugh. God, I hate those thumbnails. No, not a big arrow, like the YouTube guy, like himself, just with a facial expression. The facial expression of going, like on his own thumbnail. As if like he's still thinking about that. I'm still on the fence about this. Like, he's already drawn the conclusion. He's already made the video. And then he makes a thumbnail. He takes a picture of himself going, and puts it on his own thumbnail. I just hate that. I honestly... Ugh. You've got to understand that these people make the thumbnail after they've made the video. So bear that in mind when you see the thumbnail. Apparently it's a game, the algorithm in the US, more views. I don't know, whatever. I'd rather retain my integrity and sanity than, you know, play the game of YouTube. Yeah, or the shocked faces. The shocked faces are just, oh. It's not so bad. If you get a video that was like, say, a clip. If you get a video that was a clip from a stream where something scary or funny happened, and they took the thumbnail is like literally when that happened to them of going, like, that's okay. That's fine. But it's when they make the video from a clip and then they fake the thumbnail Like of them going, that's what I find very irritating. Do your shocked face impression. No, because you'll just green screen it and put it somewhere. Right, I need to think about descending and stuff here. I've been yakking away and I'm like a million miles in the air. I might have to actually circle around the runway and come back. I'm heading 0778. Yeah, if I make it. Wait, the wind is 232. Interesting. Yeah, there's no way I'm descending into that. Way too much energy.
Sync rate.
Shush, 4 flights. I know what I'm doing. Just put the plane into a massive slip. We'll be fine. Coming in hot. Let's see if we can float like half the runway. $74 knots. We're down. Woohoo! We just like got rid of 3,000 feet worth of energy in like 2 miles. Sample Gugu, thank 55 months. And who was that from? And the host from Aussie in Space. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the host. Hope you had a great stream. %. I need to add some fuel. Missionary bush pilot would be proud. He'd probably just do it a lot better than that. What time is it? Oh, man. Right, one more leg. We're going to take off... we're going to have to turn around. I'm going to take off to the east, follow the lake and river, and land into Nelson. And that will be the last one for me. You guys are welcome to carry on, of course. So we'll go back because we're taking off east. Let's see. Flaps. Trim. Fuel done. We're currently at CRB 2. You did a trial hour at John Lennon. The instructor came in like that. Funny you should say that, Elron. My very first ever flying experience was at John Lennon, and the instructor took me up on a 1 hour trial, and he did stupid moves, right, that basically put me off flying, that put me off even wanting to carry on being a pilot. That was me at 17, and he just started like pulling crazy stunts and stalls and falling out of the sky, and I wasn't ready for it. I was like, nope. I felt so ill. I was like, nope, it's not for me. Nah, this was years ago. Years ago. But it was at John Lennon. And basically that guy was responsible for me not carrying on to be a pilot. So I hope he's proud. Right then, we don't need to go 5,000 this time. You mean in the sim? No, I mean in real life. For my 17th birthday, my mum gave me a 1 hour trial flight at John Lennon. And he took us up in a 152 and he chucked it around. And he did all kinds of crazy stalls. And he was like, oh yeah, if you pull the throttle like this. Plane stops. Dives. I just went, take me back, dude. I was feeling so ill. My mum said my face was white. I wasn't ready for it. Right, let's go. Right turn. Follow the water. Awesome birthday gift. Well, I was in two minds at that point. Do I go to university and do computer science, or do I become a pilot? And after that single flight, it settled me into exactly what I will be doing with my life. Which is a bit heavy. All that fuel. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that view. Wowzers. ATC Liverpool are quite easy going. I don't know about ATC. It's more to do with their instructors. Oh yeah, IT pays well, heavy hitter. But as you say, it can drain your soul. Heading... His son's going to be a nurse. I asked him why he didn't go into IT. He said, because after listening to you talk about work for 20 years. I bet you had no answer to that. You're like, yep, fair point. What's this lake called? Kootenai Lake. So we're going to follow the coast, hang a right, straight into Nelson C88. Password reset should always be self-serving. You should not need an IT professional to reset your password for you. And quite frankly, if you're not using a password manager by now, like, what is going on? Tell him nurses need IT also. Well, yeah. You lived in this valley. Wow. Passwords are outdated technology. Well, you say that, but they're kind of the best we've got at the moment, really. Boeing 82, 85 months. We love watching Squirrel's YouTube. We love when Squirrel streams live from plane to rails. Squirrel never fails. Here's the month of 85. I see what you did there, Boeing. Thank you for 85 months, sir. That's amazing. 85 months. July next year, you'll get 100 months. Is it July? No, that's rubbish. December next year. It was July. I was thinking about your anniversary. Look at the road on the right. Why? Oh, rip that road. Oh my god. Imagine driving down that road. Yeah, they need to put some work in here. Look at this. Some definite elevation problems going on. I love it when you fly past it and it does these like really weird corrections and just takes a chunk out of the land. What's all that about? You have a fake, easy guessable password down on a sticky note and have it beside my keyboard to wind up IT. And you put on it like password, colon, then you put like your dog's name and then your birth year or something. Nobody will ever guess that. Oh, somebody's turned up in the icon. Yeah, it was Scout. There was a car on the road at one point. Passwords whatever Deathline generates. I do not control the generation though, bro. You can set the digits and stuff and symbols. Just let it generate obnoxious passwords. All your passwords are the same. You see, that's the biggest. It's like you've got one key. You've got one key and it opens every single lock that you want to protect. So you're protecting everything with one key. It's just not a good idea. No, there's no wake turbulence in the game. It's probably a good thing, actually, because if you're in multiplayer and a 747 goes in front of you and they had wake turbulence, that would be really bad. Yeah, that's the worst thing, is when you get a security breach on a website. The problem is, it's like, if you go to a website, you don't know how they are storing your password. And even like as recently as last year, I've signed up for an account and it's emailed me my password in plain text, which means it's storing my password in plain text, which means any database administrator or anybody else who gets hold of that database can see all the email addresses and passwords in plain text. You can imagine what that means, especially if you've used that password somewhere else. They can literally start logging into Facebook, Gmail, everything, just trying to get into your account using that password. Yeah, exactly, Newsy. It's exactly what I do. If I get a plain text password email back, I just delete the account. I'm like, nope. Wrist embedded RFID chips. Can you imagine what your government would do with that? They've been trying to get GUIDs on all of us for a long time. Yeah, cyberpunk, here we come. Thank you, Emperor Zin. Yeah, but we all walk around with mobile transmitters that we can put down, or leave at home, or turn off. It's a bit different to walking around with an RFID chip in your wrist that you can't do anything about. But you don't. You want a flip phone? You can buy flip phones. Flip phones are great when you have a phone conversation that ends, like, let's say you had an argument with your missus. The best thing about the flip phone is when you finish the call, you're like, fine. And you can, like, clamp it really, like, just clamp it really aggressively. Feels good. Can't do that with a normal phone. Usually thank you for 61 months. Apparently it's that time of the month again. Well, we don't talk about that. Best get this button hidden for another month. Thank you, Newty. I used to like flip phones. I had a Motorola one. I always thought it was quite cool having like a physical action to like pick the call up and a physical action to drop the call. That always appealed to me. There was none of this kind of hello? You know, none of that. It's just talk. Oh, someone's got two engines. Motorola Razr. Yeah, I remember those. They were like really thin, weren't they? Nice phone. Your current phone is a Moto? Blimey. Yeah, what happened to the whole Samsung folding phone thing? Because they brought out the folding, was it a Note or something? And then they gave it to people, and they started breaking within a few days, so they retracted it and said we're going to work on it some more. I don't know, I don't really follow what they're doing. They made a second one, okay. Does it work? Oh, version 2 is out this week. Isn't Apple's things on Tuesday, isn't it? Announcing their phones or whatever on Tuesday. The Fold 2. Wait, so you've got Apple and Samsung are both doing their announcements this week? They're releasing one called the Fold 2. The Fold to what, though? No, Newty, I don't know. There's an Apple thing on Tuesday. I assumed it was the iPhone announcement. They normally advertise it, announce it in September, and then it becomes available in October to buy, right? There's definitely a thing this week on Apple on Tuesday. Definitely. The rumor is Apple is postponing their iPhone events and will do iPad and Watch only. Interesting. Why? Why is that then? Manufacturing delays. Oh dear. Nah, the iPhone 12 is definitely getting announced this week. Maybe somebody started a rumor. We'll find out on Tuesday. There's a river at the end of the runway. Don't run up it. I'm planning on using the tarmac personally. Pink Cessna hype. I already know, bro. That's what I just said. It's already in my calendar. What's the frame rate you play on? Whatever it will give me. We're currently doing 40 down here, which is quite slow. You normally get about 50 plus. But multiplayer seems to slow things down. Okay, where's the runway? Where are we landing? Well, King Awesome just by the last generation then? Oh, there it is, I think. Is that it by the water though? When people trade up, King Awesome just get the last one. Anaholics, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the tutorials, even I can follow those. Thank you, mate. Someone has made a patch for Farm Sim to put animals in German zoos. What? How long is this runway? Long enough, barely. And there's a building right in front of it. How many people are going to go splashy splash, I wonder? Oh, that building is in a ridiculous place. Come on, down you come. That's fine. It's plenty long. That was a nice little approach at the end. Cool beans. Loads of planes just disappeared and then reappeared. Look at that view, that's so nice. That's gorgeous. Imagine living there. Right, guys, that is it from me. Whew, that was a fun evening. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Captain Flint. Yeah, that was a really pretty route. In fact, we did most of it. Like I say, I always make them slightly longer than we need. So there was like another 3 hops just in case. You guys carry on if you want. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun this weekend. And I'll be back next weekend. I will be IRL flying this week, making more videos and stuff. So I'll let you know what's going on. But yeah, thank you to the mods. Please send them some GGs. And I shall be back pretty soon. So have a great Sunday evening, whatever you're doing. A cracking week. And I'll see you all next time. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.